Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Daily Biz Link. Kate King is back for our Monday Mindset series, and we're continuing the conversation on soul MRIs and specifically talking about intuition this week. So, Kate, thanks for being here.
Lindsay, thank you so much. Yeah, we spoke and I brought up this subject last week about a keep high performance technique, which is what I call a soul MRI, which stands for meditation, reflection, and intuition. And these three superpowers really help us look at what we're doing, how we're living, our happiness and our authentic self. But we can be really, really high performers if we really take this into the workplace and our interactions on a daily basis. So today I'm going to focus on intuition. And I want to go into more of the term, because some people see intuition as being a gut feeling. And we hear about that all the time, but it's a sensation that you feel in your body, typically when you're interacting with another person. If you're aware of that, you can start to hone your intuition to become a much better listener and communicator. So being intuitive means you are a good listener and thus a leader in the organization. So some key things here for you. The spoken word actually is about 7 to 9% of the comprehension of any conversation, which blows my mind because most people always listen to just what you're saying. But the rest comes from intonation and then the energy, your body language that people are using. And great listeners really listen to the intonation and, more importantly, the translation of energy. So I've got some things for you to be aware of this week to hone your skill in intuition and move this forward. So when you're meeting, note who you're meeting with, who you're interacting with, and why. Secondly, listen to what's not being said in addition to what's being said. So listen to the intonation, look at the body language, look at the energy somebody is pervading. Are they high energy? Are they low energy? How did you feel in this meeting? And note if you were triggered in any way. So that trigger is, that doesn't feel right, or that is incorrect, or something in you. Note when you're triggered. A lot of the times what I do is put a smiley, straight, or a frown face emoji after my meetings. So then I can go back and really look and reflect on that meeting as to what I was doing in it. So do this for a few days and really go into your reflection exercise. So if you take your emojis or you take those triggers of what you felt, you take if somebody drained you of energy or somebody gave you energy, again, write it down on a note. And then in your morning routine or your end of day routine, do the reflection, right? Part of the soul MRI, meditation, reflection, intuition, they all work together. The reflection exercise is note who drained you. This is really important. Secondly, note your triggers and why, and go deep into the triggers because these are the gifts. These are the gifts of ourselves that is actually the best communication we can have for the work we need to do. And then lastly, take this reflection into changes for the following week, right? We always enable change rapidly. So we learn and we pivot, we learn and we pivot. So this will hone your intuition for this week.
Perfect. Well, I really like your idea of adding those emojis, especially for those individuals that tend to drain our energy. I think it's really important to note that. So Kate, really appreciate you joining us for this episode of the Monday Mindset.
You're so welcome. Thank you.